So, but I mean, a second is a second, so we got to take it, you know? All right, do we have any final, this is where we pick our character. Do we have a final count on who we're playing as?
It looks like at $0 when we started that break, Luigi came back, and with 140, it's gonna be Luigi.
Wow, all right, Luigi, let's do it. You know, I'm kind of a blue toad guy myself, but like, you know, we'll play as Luigi. All right, Adrian, you ready?
I am.
TwitchCon, are you ready? I wanna hear you. All right, we're gonna start. You ready? In 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, good luck to him.
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, this run is long. If you didn't already notice, 2 hours and 15-minute estimate. Hopefully we do it before then. Not to brag or anything, but I might be the world record holder in this category, but we'll see what happens. Just from saying that, I'm probably going to mess up quite a few times.
That's okay. But yeah, to start things off, basically I'm in the time that this category was submitted to this event, and right now, this category actually got a name change. So this actually used to be named All Royal Seeds, and now we have any no major glitches. So starting things off, every time you see Zim flick the stick there, he's doing a fasted cell. And we already got our first power up here. We got the elephant. Wowie zowie.
Wowie zowie.
But yeah, as you'll see later in the run, the elephant is it's pretty broken if you use it correctly. You can hit blocks from the side, you can swipe out enemies that are in your way, and do all sorts of cool things. And this is the Wonder Flower. I'm gonna grab it. And the Wonder Flower does all sorts of things. And for this level specifically, it makes all these pipes that move around. It's a tight jump here, that looks good.
Yes, I got it. Let's
nice. That's the second. And I'm also going to talk about flower coins. You'll see these mini ones, which are 0.1 each, and there's also the 10 coins, which give 10 each. So, yeah.
All right, so in true GDQ fashion, how about we get a single woo after we beat each level? I think a good time to do it, you'll see these two characters wave. I think that's a perfect time to do it, so like, woo, woo. So that's cool, yeah. We don't want to clap after every level, we'll get tired. There's quite a few of those in this run. But maybe a simple woo is good enough. I heard that.
All right, so this next level, this is the Piranha Plants on Parade. As you'll see when we spawn in, you're going to see 10 coin in the background on the left. That's very out of our way, and we're trying to go fast here, so we're going to skip that entirely.
Yeah, we're going to try to get all the ones that are in our way, like this one. We are going to collect quite a few of those because we need to buy some shop seeds. Those are very fast, but we need the currency for it. Also, you might have noticed we missed the Wonder Flower there. We only need to collect a certain amount of Wonder Seeds. But I know that's a fan favorite, but we do have a donation incentive to play a whole level based around these singing piranha plants. So if you want to see some more singing piranha plants, go to donate and get that incentive.
All right, get ready for the woo.
Woo! Yeah, see, there's like a little music part to it too.
You mind if I cut in with some donations going toward that?
Absolutely.
I just wanted to acknowledge our 2 donations that got Luigi there. They came in 20 seconds apart from each other.
Wow.
$65 from Marpizza that says Luigi #1. And then $75 from Sidan that says Combo Breaker. And the combo was indeed broken. Good work, Sidan.
All right, thank you so much. So just as you saw earlier, the elephant can trunk swipe all sorts of things. We're gonna use this Koopa shell in a little bit for the last coin. And yeah, the trunk swipe, it helped us kind of hit the long question mark block at the beginning of the level. So, yeah, so for this wonder section, you gotta start, you can run really fast. So essentially, this is just a very fast speed. You just gotta catch up to the skedaddler that's holding it. Also, with these mini purple coins, you have to collect the up to 10 for the full coin to count. If you collect like 0.9 or so, it will not be rounded up to the whole number. It will be rounded back down.
You guys ready? Woo! That's just great. So I think we mentioned earlier that you have gotten quite a few donations, which thank you, by the way, but we haven't gotten many comments. Well, this run has a lot of cutscenes in it, so if you want Happy to say some funny things, feel free to add some comments to your donations. This is actually one of the long cutscenes, so if you have any donations you want to read out, this is a good time to do it.
Absolutely. We do have some dog facts left over from last evening, and I mean, how could I say no to reading about dogs? We have $5 from Savage Octagon that says a limerick, because I don't know any dog facts. My friend has a really cute dog who looks like a furry sweet log. The pup loves to play games and wants to save frames. She's so great that my friends call her Pog.
Nice.
Can we some snaps maybe in the audience? I feel like if we're doing poetry, we should be respectful. Time for one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
$5 from Lil Burnsy that says, here's a common dog fact. When your dog is side-eyeing you, it means they're judging your outfit and you should go change. Don't embarrass your dog by leaving the house like that. I'm concerned now. I have an Australian Shepherd and they're well known for side-eye.
Oh.
Am I just poorly dressed all the time?
Maybe you need to take a hint from your dog. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Can I get fashion tips in the donos?
All right, Adrian, if you want to explain what we're doing here.
Absolutely. So this is the badge house, and we're going to be grabbing the parachute cap badge in just a second, right there. So basically, badges, they kind of give you we're going to be mainly using the badges to have movement abilities, but they can also do things such as give you extra coins, coin magnet, for example. And we're going to see a few more badges later on in the run. And at the end of this world, we're going to be unlocking a very important badge that will kind of carry us throughout the rest of the run. So we'll get to do that a bit later.
Yeah, the whole route. There's a big history with this game, especially this category, about what is the best badge to use, because you could only equip one at a time. And there's quite a few interesting badges in the game. We'll get to the badge we're using when we get there, but for now we're just gonna use the parachute cap badge, and it has its perks.
Awesome. So this is Here Come the Hoppos. You're going to see the parachute cap a little bit in action. We're going to be going for a little time save near the end of the level. Hopefully we get that. So basically what these hoppos do, you kind of bounce on them. They can go either left or right. You want to be a bit careful that you don't bump them on the side, or else you get pushed quite a bit. You also see Zim going up and down certain paths for these single coins that are in the way. And in just a moment, here's the trick that I'm talking about. Hopefully he gets it.
Didn't get it.
That's okay.
Yeah, ideally you hit the shell as you're going up there, and it whacks the shell over to that brick block. It only saves a second, but it's pretty cool. I don't want to say it's random, whether you get it or not, but I'm just going to say it to make me feel better that it was random, that I missed it.
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty precise.
It is very precise. Either way.
Yeah. So that strat was actually found by Swake, and keep in mind, that is a name that I will mention a lot. He's done hold on. Woo! But yeah, he's done a lot for this game, especially. If you aren't familiar with Swake, he's a Japanese runner. He ran Super Mario World before this, and he held the 11 exit record, both visual and blindfolded. And it was inevitable that he was going to be some of the best to play this game.
Y'all already have blindfolded categories for Wonder?
Oh, do you want to mention that, Adrian?
That's actually a good question, because someone actually has been this category blindfolded. I want to give a shout out to Jackal Speedruns. And they're actually in the middle of a very, very big project right now. They're actually trying to route 100%. So,
in case you do not know, 100% is just under 5 hours for this game. So imagine all of that blindfolded.
Yeah, Jackal's estimates it takes around like double the time, so 10 plus hours for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hardest level, by the way. Let's go.
I'm glad people played into the bit there. All right, so we're actually gonna buy our first Wonder Seed from the shop. We need to get 10 to get to the next area of this world. And we're just gonna do it right here. And now we have just enough. Okay, get rid of this. No. So there is I think a single frame. If you don't know what that means, that's a 1/60th of a second to hit the A button right before the camera moves to save a whole second. This game has a whole lot of those where it's like, this is a crazy precise trick. It saves like a second. So here's the Wiggler race. We're gonna race this Wiggler here. I normally get around a 53-second time. And I'm not gonna get it. I messed up the opening.
All right, crowd. Who thinks Zim will get a 52-second time?
Not happening.
All right. And who here thinks Zim will get a 53-second time? I really hope not. Right. But anyway, we're going to wait a little bit here because these talking flowers are going to give us a star. And basically kind of chain these all together to kind of just run this long distance over a very short period of time. What's also interesting is that we don't exactly know how the Wiggler works. Sometimes you can finish a race a little bit faster or slower, and sometimes you save a bit more time, sometimes you lose some. We don't really quite understand it. We might have to ask casters to do the job for us.
Yeah, if you're familiar with any Mario Kart terminology, this is rubber banding, where the further you are ahead, the faster Wiggler will try to speed up. But even with that knowledge, it works in mysterious ways. We'll just put it like that. I'm sorry, there is no woos. There's a woo drought. Don't worry, this next level will have one for y'all.
So yeah, once we finish the Wiggler race, we're going to unlock the Auto Super Mushroom badge. We're not going to be using that because that just gives you a mushroom at the start of the level if you are small. So this is where the route gets pretty interesting. We're going to be heading over to Bull Rush Express, and this level actually reminds me of 8-7 from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And to have a level like this, near the very start of the game, I found pretty interesting. So once we grab this Wonder Flower, we can ride these Bull Rushes, no problem. So what's neat about this level is that the 10 coins are pretty much in your way. They won't lose you any time whatsoever, and because this is kind of like a poster level, you have to wait for these Bull Rushes to just kind of get from point A to point B anyway. So we can just kind of chill here.
Decent time to jump in and share some donations?
Maybe one.
Maybe
That'd be
one,
great.
please.
Yeah.
All right, we have $50 from...
Oh no!
Don't worry, I forgot to turn on my fan. Just give us 1 second. We'll be back on. The one thing we didn't say. I hear it.
Hooray!
Wait, we're back.
We're back.
We've never been so back. All right, we have $50 from Phoenix Down. Just a friendly reminder to stay hydrated.
Very true. All right, thank you so much. So basically what happened at the end there, we didn't grab the Wonder Seed, and that's because this badge that we're going to unlock near the end of this world, we're going to be 1 seed over the minimum required to actually unlock the palace. So, woo! All right, so we got a string of 3 levels that we need to go through. This next level, Twilight Forest, simple run through. 10 coins are in the way, thankfully, so we can just kind of grab those.
So this is the perfect time to talk a little bit about a history lesson about this category. So if you were following along with this game in the category on the initial release, in the first month, you might know of a badge called Fast Dash, and that's what the main route was for a long time for this category. It's a badge you pick up in World 4, which is about halfway through the run, and it does about what you think it would do. It increases your speed. But there's a separate badge that we're gonna get that is not Fast Dash, called Jet Run, and it basically does the same thing but has some even better perks. But the catch is that it's a pretty far out of our way, so we're playing a few extra levels here, but it's gonna save time overall in the end.
Yeah, so we may unlock a Jet Run near the end of this world, but you only unlock Fast Dash in World 4. So it is quite a while from here.
Ooh, nice. All right, so this next level coming up is Cosmic Hoppos, not to be confused with the other Hoppos level we played. I have like a tier list of the hardest levels in this run. I would put this on number 3. So let's get a little bit of focus here. I'm gonna try my best here.
You got this.
Thank you.
Oh, that's okay.
Fine. Skip this.
All right, definitely could have been worse, honestly.
That was all right.
Yeah.
I messed up one wall jump, but the rest was good.
Well, that was pretty darn impressive from my angle.
Any of these vertical levels are quite tricky, so we'll be seeing another one coming up shortly, and that's harder. All right, so we've gone through our path. We've played 2 additional levels, and we're finally at the badge challenge for Jet Run. So we're gonna pick it up here. We gotta beat this little mini level first. And how about you explain a little bit about Jet Run, Adrian?
Absolutely. So the Jet Run badge, anytime you like hold a direction on the stick, like even for like a single frame, like you instantly accelerate to max speed. And also you can kind of run off a platform for like a second and be able to jump. That's called a coyote time. Also, if you crouch from after a steep slope, you gain a little speed boost and we keep using that. You also skip the checkpoint just so we can skip the power-up animation. And this is the badge that is going to be dominant for the rest of the run since it will get us across the horizontal levels very quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna see it in action literally at the very next level.
Do y'all know, like, over the rest of this run, how
go
much
ahead.
time you save by having Jet Run?
Ooh, yeah, so we can get into that. Let's do it after this world, though, because we have a pretty cool level coming up. And there's going to be a nice long cutscene where we could kind of explain the entire history, because there is a bit of a history lesson with that. But yeah, here's the first palace, and this is where we're going to really start to use Jet Run. And you could probably tell that the level designers didn't really intend for us to use this badge here, but we're going to do it anyways.
Also, we equip the badge during the level load because it doesn't save time. And if you equip it after a badge challenge, it loses, I believe, a second. So we're going to be doing that each time. Going to let Zim focus for this one. That was beautiful.
That was perfect.
Wow.
All right, and then we're not quite done yet. We do have a boss fight coming up here. We have one of many Bowser Juniors. I know, it's exciting. I know so many people are thrilled about these fights.
A classic. But yeah, as you're going to see in a moment here, Elephant is pretty broken in the Bowser Jr. fights. And you'll especially see that a bit more in the next world. All right, so Bowser Jr. is going to change into his Wonder form. And we're going to stomp 6 times just so we can get him out of his shell a little bit faster. There we go. We also timed the trunk swipe a bit later because for some reason, Bowser Jr. grows a little bit faster. Like, it quite literally desyncs from the music. So, 2 more hits.
There we go.
Very nice.
And now all we gotta do is collect the Royal Seed.
That was a solid World 1.
That was really good.
Is there a woo on Royal Seeds?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Is there a woo for the Royal Seeds?
How about we just, clap after the Royal Seed? It's a big accomplishment. Or if you want to woo, that's fine too.
Whoa!
There we go. All right, so yeah, let's have like 1 or 2 donations, and then we could get into like the history lesson.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some love coming in from Mario Wonder, like $10 from Ghoul that says, like a moth to a flame, I love Mario Wonder. As well as $10 from Jank Pickle. It's good to see the Wonder community on the big stage again, raising money for a good cause. Hooray. Thank you so much for that, y'all. I am also a big Wonder fan, and I would love to get some donos with your favorite levels. I was just talking to someone on the way here. about how the whole time I was playing this game, I was constantly saying, God, that's good game design. Wow, that's really good game design. So which level do you think has the best game design in Wonder?
Now, I do want to hear it. There's quite a few good levels. And also, if you don't know, Jank Pickle ran the any percent category. I think it was last AGDQ, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Shout out to Jank Pickle.
Anyway, so let's get into a bit of the history. So, like I mentioned, the primary route that people used to use is the fast dash route. But, like, basically everyone was using it, except for me. So I'm like the only person that saw the potential of Jet Run. But then we had some cool community members trying to route out the Jet Run route more because we saw the potential of it. And I don't know if you know this guy, but if you know a Ryu car, that guy actually held the world record with Jet Run. He was I think the only other person running the Jet Run route. So big shouts to him. We were kind of trading strats for a bit to, try to make Jet Run optimal. And eventually it did happen. So big shouts to him. Also some other community members that saw the potential. Aura, wait, how am I saying that? Aurora? I struggle to say that word. And Carl Sagan, if you know that guy. It's kind of a big deal, but he also was helping out with the Jet Run route too. So pretty cool. And after the dust has settled, we estimate Jet Run to be a whole 40 seconds faster than Fast Dash route. 40 seconds over a 2-hour-long run. It's kind of crazy for how different the routes are. In the middle of like the competition between the two routes, we estimated probably 5 or 10 seconds. It was crazy.
Yeah, we find it pretty interesting that in comparison to the Fast Dash route, you actually leave World 1 2 minutes early. But the fact that Jet Run saves 40 seconds overall is just insane to me still.
Yeah, obviously, if you watch the any percent route, Jet Run is definitely not optimal there. We don't even play like half the levels. We immediately go to World 4 to get the Fast Dash badge. So unfortunately, I guess in a good way, the people that want to do Fast Dash have a category for that. And we have Jet Run for this category.
Yeah, so this is the Dolphin Kick badge. It kind of works like the penguin suit from, also from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but we don't have the Ice Flower abilities. So I'm going to be grabbing these 10 coins along the way. We're not even going to care about the single coins that are trailing from the last 10 coins. Well, for the last one. There may be 3, but that's a big. We're not going to worry about that. It's just barely too slow. So, yeah, we come here fast enough. We're just going to skip those coins altogether. So.
Yeah, the purple coin routing is a bit tight for the route I'm using. We could miss a total of 5 purple coins. Not 10 coins, 5 single purple coins. There are a few backup coins, but they're slow, so we prefer not to use them if we don't need to.
Yeah, so although this is mainly like an underwater world, we're not actually going to be using Dolphin Kick for the next level, although it is semi-underwater, and you'll kind of see why in a little bit. Woo!
Yeah, the game is really going to try to let us know, hey, we have this underwater badge, the badge specifically designed to be underwater or used underwater. Say no to that. And then they're again going to be like, we recommend using the Dolphin Kick badge. We're just going to say no again.
Yeah, so we still have a Jet Run equipped. We're just going to ignore Prince 4-inch prompt on the left entirely.
I'm not going to push L. And you'll see why in a second.
Yeah, basically, you can kind of just jump out of the water over and over, get that Jet Run speed from running off these platforms and all that. Here's a cool little optimization that you can do with the shell. Wait to run off the platform a little, throw it, and we're gonna bounce off of it. And if this Wonder Flower spawned right away, Jet Run would definitely be losing time, but thankfully there's
to wait
a little bit of waiting. Yeah.
We actually catch up right in time to collect it.
Yeah, if you're there fast enough, you can break some of the bricks there. So here's the last 10 coin. I know there's a lot of swimming in this area, but thankfully these jet streams kind of help us go a little bit faster. There's that trail of 0.1 coins. We're also not going to worry about that.
One perk of the elephant is that for some reason it defies the laws of physics. If you ground pound there, you go faster. It's cool.
Yeah. All right. So the next level is not an underwater level, and it's yet again another vertical level. Zim, where would you rank this level?
So after some heated thinking, I would put this as the hardest level to do optimally. It's not the hardest level in the game, obviously, but to play optimally in a speedrun, I would say it's the hardest. Some people may not agree with me, but maybe just because I personally struggle with it.
Yeah. We're also going to see a new power-up, which we'll be heavily using in World 2. This is the last level before World 2, so we will get to that in a moment. And because this is the #1 ranked level for Zim at least, I'm going to let him focus for this one. And then I'll explain the power-up after.
This place is dangerous. I'll just wait.
All right, good first part 1 done. All right, part 2 not bad. All right, this is the hardest part here. Will I get it? Not bad.
Damn. You really cooked on that one.
I messed like one thing up.
That's okay. Still very clean.
Yeah. So how about you explain the bubble flower real quick?
Absolutely. So this is the bubble flower power-up. As you can see there, Luigi can blow bubbles. You can bounce off of them, and you can kind of chain them together, which we'll see in World 2 especially. There's one level where you can kind of just jump over the entire thing. Intentionally, you're supposed to be taking the Wonder Flower. There's a bunch of platforms that spawn, kind of jump to the music, all that jazz. But we will be collecting that Wonder Flower, but we're just going to jump over all of it.
You might have time for one quick donation, by the way, if you have something.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to remind everybody that we have this milestone coming up. If we meet $25,000 by the end of this run, we're going to get another Piranha Plant singing a little karaoke from our runner and couch. And I gotta say, as someone with a music theory degree with some very strong opinions on music, it kind of slaps. Mm-hmm. And that's a formal term.
Thank you. I want to do that incentive pretty badly. I'm pretty sure Zim wants to also.
You will not want to miss it. I'll just say that much.
For sure.
So now we're actually in World 2. I know we finished like World 1 like an hour ago, it feels like, but we had to play quite a few like intermission levels. That was Petal Isles. It was like a kind of like a hub world in a way. And you have to get enough Petal Isles Wonder Seeds in order to progress to the next worlds. And by the way, this is kind of like the Green Stars in 3D World, but unlike that game, the World Seed counter, or the Wonder Seed counter, doesn't carry over to each world. So we have to collect a certain amount in each world. We can't bulk on some earlier seeds.
Yeah, so at the beginning of this level, we're going to see these bubble jump chains as I was talking about. Very nice. And then we're going to be equipping Elephant again just in a little bit. Makes the next Wonder section a little bit faster. In Swipe, he's still walks out of the way with Elephant very easily.
Wowie zowie.
Wowie zowie. So as you'll see here,
bad RNG. But hey, I gotta go back up.
still pretty clean.
So yeah, those snow blocks that were spawning during the Wonder section, they are random. And in order to do the fastest method to get that Wonder Seed, you need a certain amount to spawn in. And I was just not quite lucky enough. Drat.
Whoa. But yeah, basically this elephant route was found by Suake once again. And we get to utilize the elephant even more in this level. So this is a puzzling park. Basically, there are these Wonder tokens that you need to find. There's 5 of them. And we're going to be swiping a lot of these invisible blocks.
Yeah, this level you're supposed to play with your friends to find all the hidden blocks, but we don't need friends. We're speedrunners. We memorize everything.
Yeah, this level I heavily struggled on when I first played. I could not find that second wonder token that we haven't grabbed quite yet.
This one right here. Who in their right mind would find that on their own? I'm just saying.
I believe it took me 3 separate visits just to beat this level. So.
All right, coming up we have a level called Condarts Away, and we're going to be doing some more power-up shenanigans.
Yeah, I think this is also a good time to talk about global cycles. So basically, I'm in this wonder section. There is moving bumper blocks. They load in right when you get into the level, and we have to get there fast enough. Even though this wonder flower is like very off to the right, so I'm very sure we can get there in time.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, don't take damage here, please.
Yeah, we're gonna need bubble for the next level. Okay, and just before the Wonder Seed, we're going to wait a little bit here. We have no idea why, but this last Condor likes to go to the right. And we don't want the Condor to be on the left, as you can see hit the point block there. Oh,
That's fine. Okay, we're good.
close. Another crouch boost there, and that's level. So coming up next, we got him jump, jump, jump. This was the level that I was talking about where you can chain these bubble jumps over and over, and I think it's better I let Zim focus. Whoa.
Yeah, so this next level, I'm going to be attempting the harder version of it. If I fall, we could just restart the level, but I would like to do it first try. It would be really cool.
Yeah, so what's nice about this game is that you don't even need to beat the level to like have the restart button be functionable. Yeah. So yeah, Zim's going to go for a no slowdown version of this. I'm gonna let him focus.
Hard part here.
That's all right.
So close. Yeah, so bubble jumps are not the hardest thing in the world, but for that one specifically, it's kind of tricky because you need to get high enough, and your normal bubble jump sometimes just doesn't work.
You can't be too high though, or else you'll just kind of fly above the coin, really. We're going to go for the safer strat here.
So if you're playing it safe, you'll just do like this. It only loses like 2.7 seconds, but if I could show it off, that would be good. And then we just continue bubble jumping here.
Yeah, and for this level, again, you don't have to grab the one flower. You can just kind of bubble jump like all the way across if you wanted.
I figured that because earlier the switch overheated, I don't think this is going to record by any means, so we could just do some fun stuff. Not worried about time all too much. Just want to make sure I'm above or below estimate.
I mean, hey, you said you were going to go for every hard thing possible, so.
I mean, if there's like nothing really, everything's basically marathon safe as long as I hit the start over button fast enough. Worst case, we might just need to get a power up or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so this is a puffy list. We're going to go for a kind of tight bubble jump at the beginning here. Very nice. And thankfully, this level also has some pretty fast 10 coins, notably the first and third one. So we're just going to run cross. The one flower is a bit slow, so you won't be seeing that today. You become the puffy lift pretty much. Going to load this boulder just so we can get this platform to lower, and there we go. That's the level. All right. So the upcoming level, it's the first airship. It's your classic auto score in a 2D Mario. But I believe it's probably best that we talk about how we control Jet Run.
Yeah, so even though this is going to be an auto scroller, we are still going to have Jet Run equipped just because of the end section. So that means we're going to do this auto scroller. I think we glossed over it. So this entire time I've been using Jet Run, I cannot stop running. And I'm serious. It will not allow you to stop running. So that's kind of the expert part of the expert badge. That's what it's categorized as. But I guess during this auto scroller, I'll kind of demonstrate how we control Jet Run, because that's basically the big thing about learning this category and this route specifically, is learning how to control your Jet Run.
Yeah, there's 4 main ways, which we'll see here.
So I'm actually gonna try to demonstrate this. I don't know if you could see my controller. When I spawn in, this is the only time I'm able to take a break. I'm not running. The moment I touch the control stick, I'm not holding controller. So I have to keep running, but there are a few ways to control it. First of all, if I'm going up against a wall, I'm not gonna pass through it, obviously. So that's a good way to kind of control yourself. Another good way to control yourself is if you're ducking, you're still constantly going, but you're gonna be a lot slower, so it's gonna be better for precision. And then the best way that I say to control your Jet Run is to jump around. I'm not really doing this for fun, although it is fun to do. Your airspeed control is a lot more precise than doing it on the ground. So if you see me, I like to call it bunny hopping. That is why.
Yeah, there's also one more way to do it, Zim.
Yeah.
How about you show the emote menu?
You could hold the emote button, but once I let go, I start walking again.
Yeah.
I don't use it in the run, but it's neat that it's there.
Also, I think this is also a good time to talk about these character blocks, like the one you just hit there. So basically, if you were playing as a said character, you're able to see those blocks, but any character can hit them. So,
unfortunately, my throw there wasn't great, so I had to get a backup firecracker dude.
That's okay. Yeah, so basically, entering that sub area is a little bit faster than going through a part of the auto scroller right before the checkpoint. And the 10 coins are pretty slow because we have to wait for these firework guys to explode. We're going to be grabbing the Wonder Flower as soon as possible here. If you make Bowser target these blocks, some of them can spit out fire coins. And it's also a good time to mention that these mini flower coins, the ones that give 0.1 each, they come in multiples of 10. So if Zim misses one, he can miss up to 9 intentionally and still get that full coin. So.
Decent time for some donations. Well,
Yeah, go ahead. I think we're done talking about this level. It's pretty simple.
We have $10 from 0 Hour Mariachi that says, my favorite part of Wonder is the first level when a flower says a sleeping Goomba looks so cute. And if you stomp on the Goomba, the flower goes, oh, well done. It cracks me up every time.
You'll be hearing a lot of these other talking flowers. They have a lot of great dialogue.
They've got jokes. Yeah, I was a little upset with him in the one level when you said, can I get silence? Because this is a tough level. And he just started yapping at you.
They do that.
All right, bud, come on. Just want to remind everybody also, we are getting closer to that extra Piranha Plant singing incentive, but 25K is still a ways away. And I know it looks like we have a lot of time with that 215 estimate, but again, Zimbo is the world record holder in this category. 215 is very generous, and we have to hit that 25K by the end of the run. So get those donations in, get us toward that 25K. Every single donation helps push us toward that total and helps our incredible charity partner, Able Gamers. So get those in there and let's get that incentive met.
Well, now that you say that, I'm going to mess up a bunch. You know what? I'll just say if I messed up, it's intentional so we can get more time for the incentive. How about that?
For content,
yeah.
True. All right, so if you notice at the end there, that was like the only reason why we use Jet Run at the end. It saves a bit for that last part. there's no auto-scroller attached to it, so.
Actually saves a bit more than you think because the first little crusher mechanism there, if you don't have Jet Run equipped, you go too slow and you have to wait for it. All right, so here's a pretty infamous level for the speedrun. We have Countdown here. I'm gonna be doing a pretty cool strat. I hope I get it.
I believe.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna be switching over to Elephant near the checkpoint to grab a Wonder Flower in an unintended way.
Here's our checkpoint.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, I barely got it. Oh my god.
Wow. Nice.
I thought I had to start over, but it's okay. We got it. We got there.
Yeah, so basically what Zim did there was we skipped getting the cloud from the Lakitu. It saves around 6 to 7 seconds. And we also switched to Elephant because he has the larger hitbox extending upwards, so grabbing that Wonder Flower is a bit easier that way. You can also grab it without Elephant, but I've only seen that in the task, so.
Yeah, it's like actual pixel perfect.
Yeah. So we're going to play one last level before Palace. I encourage everyone not to blink for this one because it goes by so fast. Whoa.
Yeah, so also another bit of a history lesson. I know you guys are getting your fix for history today. You might have expect from like the last few levels that Bubble Flower is pretty broken. I mean, we're able to create platforms from thin air, but as of late, not too long ago, we changed the power-up routing to constantly adding more levels to play as with Elephant. And now we're at the point where we're gonna play all of World 3 with the Elephant. We used to only use Bubble Flower, but we found more and more time saves with the Elephant. So it makes power-up routing really tricky, but it's pretty cool to show off. And speaking of Elephant, this level is a nightmare with Elephant because there's a lot of close corridors. You're gonna see me barely miss some stuff. Well, hopefully I barely miss them. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Once again, I'll let Zim focus for this one.
I think this is like number 4 for me on the tier list for hardest levels. Good Nintendo hitbox there.
That's okay.
All right, I did not take damage. Great.
All right, just don't take damage during the Bowser Jr.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what matters. Yeah, like we said earlier, we're going to be utilizing Elephant in all of World 3, so we need to keep it. And this is also where Elephant is pretty broken in this fight.
I'm gonna restart actually.
That's okay.
It's okay. Generally in an actual speedrun, you probably just don't want to restart there, but because the Elephant's just so cool, if I take damage again though, I will just move on from it. But you get to see this level again, which is, you know, I think you guys liked it the first time.
Yeah, this level has some pretty interesting movement. That ground pound right before the second coin, I don't really get at all either. Yeah, basically you kind of lower the pipe somehow if you jump at the right time. You're able to ground pound on it. All right, that was a lot better that time.
Yeah. At least I got to show off that off. All right, let's not take damage this time. It's only the first part of this fight that has any difficulty. You'll see why the rest of the fight's pretty easy after this. Where the camera? Hello?
I think you should be good. Okay.
So now we're gonna put Bowser Jr. in timeout. So I don't think I'm close enough, but let's see.
I think every time you move back, you're not close enough. So
Yeah, we're gonna have to move back and forth. But great boss fight.
yeah, basically because Zim has Jet Run, he obviously has to control it, so that's why we're going back and forth here. And yeah, this is basically the entire fight. We're just going to leave Bowser Jr. in his place. So although Palace is a lot harder with Elephant, it does make this fight significantly easier. And the last hit is most important because if you don't hit him in time, he's going to start his Wonder Effect sequence again. There we go.
Yeah, that was not bad.
All right. And while we're at the end of the world, I believe this is also another good time for some more donations. Take it away, please.
Absolutely, I would love to. We've got a little more love coming in from our audience. Oh yeah, we got to clap for our royal seed. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Woo. That's the love from the audience, as well as $25 from Ho Like Whoa. Thanks for telling me how to pronounce your name in the name itself. That's very valuable. It's my first in-person GDQ, and it's awesome to see the magic happen firsthand here at TwitchCon. Also hoping I can use some of these speedrun strategies to hasten my trip to the other panels. Thanks, y'all.
Probably have time for one more if you have one.
Absolutely. We have $25 from Juicy that just says, smiley face less than 3. Thanks so much.
Nice and
Get
smile.
get some good vibes in my feed. That feels nice.
Yodelay.
All right, so coming up, we got World 3, and thankfully we did keep our elephant, so we will see some of these strategies in place once we get there. There is one more level that we have to go through, and yet again, we have another Wiggler race. So, and once again, we don't really understand how the Wiggler works.
Especially for this one. This one eludes me quite a bit.
There's something fascinating about, like, we've learned enough about this game that we know, you know, the exact pixel we can crouch at, and if we have this power up, we can skip 3 minutes by going, but we don't know how this, like, fundamental mechanic functions.
Yeah, basically.
That is speed running in a nutshell.
Yeah, and also for this level, we will finally use the Dolphin Kick badge.
I know, we've been using Jet Run this entire time. We're gonna switch off of it for one level.
Yeah, although this level is also semi-underwater, it's mainly water dominant, so we will switch over.
The Jet Run just barely doesn't save enough time.
Yeah, for this race, we'll even grab single coins that are, like, you have to go a little bit out of your way for, but again, we don't really understand the Wiggler race, so
I'm
we're just
actually
going to grab them anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait at the start for a second there because for some reason it seems like that speeds up Wiggler.
Yeah, I think you did that accidentally and
I did it.
saved time.
I did it accidentally and I golded that split, so I thought, oh, I'm losing time for sure. Nope.
Yeah, once again, it's just, I wouldn't say it's random. I think it's just specific.
Based on player position, most
Yeah.
likely.
Yeah, some people believe that it's tied to RNG, but I personally don't believe it, so.
As someone who runs a game where we also just say there's RNG for something that definitely isn't, I'll accept it though. Sometimes you just are like, look, I'm bad at this level, so I'm gonna tell everyone it's RNG.
That's how I feel. That's actually a good point. So if you saw my bubble jumps from earlier, there are a slight tiny bit of RNG in each bubble that I blow there. There's just like, I feel like there's like a 5% chance that a bubble just either go too high or too low or too fast, and it just makes it actually impossible to continue your chain. It's very, very rare, but if I mess up, just know that I did get very unlucky, not because I messed up an input or anything.
All right, so now we're going into World 3. And after this world, it's where the game really opens up because you can do them in any order. But for this route, especially, we're going to be doing them in 4, 5, 6. We're going to be doing worlds 4, 5, and 6 in order because it's the fastest. So this is Shining Falls. This world has some pretty interesting routing history. So what we do now is after our visit with Master Poplin's Poplin House, we're going to be buying the shop seat at the start of the world before we enter our actual first level. And what we used to do before was there's another break time level that you unlock right before you enter a zip track dash, but which is the final level. But we don't play that level anymore.
Yeah, over time we got a lot better at collecting purple coins.
Yeah, the flower coin routing has become extremely optimized, and that's kind of why we don't grab that's why we don't grab some of the same coins that look like they're in the way, but they really aren't for a run this optimized. So here's a seed that we're going to buy right here. There we go. And we're going to be entering this is the Hoppycat trial. So basically, there are these Hoppycats, and if you jump or if you're in the air by the time you reach the radius, they will also jump along as well. And there's one of the few elephantine stages that we do there. We can just kind of swipe the 10 coin no problem. And we're going to see a little bit. Oh, we're good. Okay. Yeah, in this wonder section, these guys become pretty big. They can destroy way more blocks. Or we're going to skip, kind of waiting for them. Going to be going even when the ceiling's low. And what's nice about using elephant here is that because you have a bigger hitbox, it's easier to hit those ceilings, and essentially we can just kind of skip waiting for that Hoppycat. There we go, that was pretty clean.
Yeah, I took it a little bit safer there because, why not?
Yeah, you nearly took damage from that Hoppycat, and we do want to save elephant because this next break time level, it's another one that you don't want to blink for. It goes by really fast. Whoa.
Oh, it's been a bit. Yeah, right.
But yeah, the Master Poplin has all sorts of trials that we have to go through. And also, this is one of the shorter worlds in this game. So it'll go by quite a bit faster than Worlds 1 and 2. And again, don't blink for this one.
It was break time and okay time to
Yeah,
talk about some stuff. I just want to remind everybody about our charity partner that we're working with today, Able Gamers. I talked earlier a little bit about Able Gamers peer support. But did you know they also have the Powered by Able Gamers program, a full community effort that not only provides their partnered rehabilitation hospitals with assistive tech and gaming hardware, but also provides training to the staff of the hospitals that work with these players. This ensures that players can continue their gaming journey after they leave the hospital, when they go home, and during Able Gamers community game nights. Another one of the incredible things that Able Gamers does to make gaming accessible to everybody. If you want to help support that incredible mission, get some donations in there. Let's get towards this 25K incentive, and let's support this amazing charity partner. You know, I tried to do one short thing, and I think you finished 2 levels during that.
Yeah, that's just how this game goes.
That's how good you are. You're simply too good at video games. Also, woo!
Whoa.
Whoa. I also think that's a good time to talk about the flagpole. So it feels like in every single 2D Mario game, you want to grab the flagpole at a different height. I know in SMB1, you want to grab it at the very top, unless you're crazy and you're doing flagpole glitch. I know sometimes you want to hit the flagpole backwards for some reason. In this game, we want to hit the flagpole towards the bottom, because there's kind of like a race between us and the poplin that comes out of the house. I'll finish explaining that, but we also have this level coming up, which is pretty cool. So we're going to be doing some juggling here with the elephant. Don't want to miss this.
That looks good. There we go.
So yeah, in order to beat the poplin to the house and not lose any time, we got to hit the flagpole at the bottom third of the flagpole, which is basically a super or better. The one level that is an exception is that one that we just played. The ideal, like, I guess, what's the right word? Like, category of, you know, we have like good, great, and all of that. We want to hit incredible, which is right below the top of the flagpole, but I missed it, so we just grabbed the top. But generally, every single flagpole we want to hit towards the bottom.
Yeah, for some reason, when you grab the flagpole there, it kind of upwarped you to the very top a little bit. But yeah, that's Hoppycat Trial.
Midway.
Or, sorry.
There's like 5 different Hoppycat levels.
Right, yeah, Hoppycat makes an appearance, like, basically in All of them, I'd say.
Right, coming up to this next level, we talked about Suwake a bit, so I also want to give a shout out to another Japanese runner, Maeda. If you recognize them, they did, or are still doing SMD 3 speed runs, and they came up with a good track for this next level, but it might take me a few attempts. If you see me restart the level a few times, that's okay. We're going to be trying to use Jet Run and Elephant here to grab this Wonder Flower as fast as possible. And it's a pretty weird strat. Don't need restart.
First try. Let's go. So what you normally do there is use the parachute cap badge. It is a lot safer. But what Zim just did there probably saves less than a second.
Oh yeah, like nothing at all.
Yeah. It only saves time because there's a bit more running near the end of the level. And because we have Jet Run, we get to keep that speed.
Mind if I sneak in really quick?
Sure thing.
Absolutely.
We have a $500 donation from our GDQX merch table. Thank you so much, everybody who has been picking up that merch over there and made this possible. Hello from Able Gamers at the GDQX merch table. This donation was possible thanks to the purchases of the Yeti, Fangamer, and Able Gamers merch by TwitchCon attendees. That's you guys. Be sure to stop by the table before the convention ends for some GDQ-themed apparel. Thank you so much for that. That is so awesome. Thank you everyone who has supported that by buying something over at that table.
Awesome. So that that level that we just unlocked after Sugar Star Trial, that's what we used to play before, but we don't do it anymore. This new route that skips that level, I believe it saves around 20 seconds.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so this zip track dash, we are required to grab the Wonder Flower here. And this is also a good time to talk about fake exits. So basically, Nintendo decided what a cool idea it would be to put them in a game like this. And basically what they do is they kick you out of the level, they offer no progression whatsoever, they don't give you Wonder Seeds, and you don't even need to go to them like at all, like for 100% especially, so.
Yeah, they're kind of more of like a, haha, we tricked you, go find our secret exit.
Yeah, fun fact, there was actually a fake exit in Jump Jump Jump, but we didn't get to see it because
If I didn't restart the level, we would have seen it, but...
yeah. That is pretty slow though. Leap of Face, I'm pretty sure you made that.
Hold your breath. We're gonna make it. All right, we're good.
Yeah, and because this is the last level, we won't be needing that Wonder Seed, so we're just going to skip it. And that's the level. And yeah, yet again, at the end of the world, the longest cutscene in this run is actually coming up, so I'd say we can go on a donation train.
We can do a lot of donations for this next cutscene. Oh, well, not yet, hold on. We have one more level to play. Like, level in quotation marks.
Yeah, so we're going to grab our Royal Seed first, and then we can get over to our donations.
Yeah, surprisingly, there's no boss fight. I really thought on my first playthrough that we were about to fight this guy, but nope, he just gives us the Royal Seed and we're on our way.
Yeah, right there.
All right, that is free. All right, now's the time for a bunch of donations.
All right, we can make that happen. We have $50 from Kitsune no K that just says less than 3, as well as $25 from Anonymous that says less than 3, as well as $100 from Anonymous that says, you're never gonna believe this, less than 3.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, was that 3? I don't think that was less than 3.
Oh, it was actually more than 3 because we also have $35 from Nate Lap T that says less than 3.
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm not great at math, but I think 4 is more
That is indeed 4.
than 3. Fun fact. Speaking of counting, we have $10 from MPG3 that says 1, 2, oatmeal.
Oh my God.
I don't get the
Kirby
reference, but
is
clearly
a
someone in the crowd
pink guy.
did, and I'm very happy.
Yeah, shout out to MPG3 for that one. I am known on the internet for many things, and this is something to add on to my internet resume, but if you get the reference, you know you know.
We've also got $25 from OPX giving some love to our charity partner that says, thank you for fighting the good fight. thank you, OPX. You are fighting the good fight. You are donating and supporting, and that is exactly what makes it possible for able gamers to fight the good fight and do the incredible work that they do. We got a little more timer coming to the end of it.
One more.
All right, we've got $25 from Bellanissima that says, shout out to Nutella, you handsome, smart, hardworking, long-haired man. Also, woo, accessibility. Accessibility helps everyone. More events with us together, please. Thank you so much, Bellanissima.
All right.
I agree. Big accessibility fan.
Just in time. That was like perfect. Just in time for the next level. So this is the last elephant time save. Overall, from World 2 to now, elephant saves about 8 seconds overall. See if I can get that. Oh, never mind. That's okay. We could. The thought that counts. But we're actually going to switch power-ups right here, so it's fine. We're going to do our third power-up of the run, third and final, and we're using the drill mushroom this time. There isn't really any like speed run specific things with the drill, but it is important to the run because there are some wonder seeds that require us to use the drill mushroom. So we will be seeing it at least a little bit throughout the run.
Yeah, fortunately, past this point, the power-up management is a little less strict now. So, yeah, we're going to be mainly using the bubble flower in the later worlds, and there's a lot of them that you can grab, which is convenient.
Yeah, if there was only, like, there are elephants in World 3, so we don't have to, like, worry about, you know, taking damage in the palace, except that they're in the 2 levels that we do not play in this route. So, very inconvenient. That's why I restarted in that fight, even though it wasn't a major time loss. I just really want to show off all the elephant cool strats.
I'm glad we did get to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just in a moment here, hold on. Whoa. Yeah, so just in a moment here, we're going to be entering World 4. We will buy one receipt before we do. And like I said earlier, this is where the run really opens up. You can do Worlds 4, 5, 6 in any order that you desire, but again, for this run specifically, doing them in order is the fastest, since you don't have to go to another world and back. So yeah, this is a sun-baked desert. This world is very open. Basically, there's only one level that separates from the beginning and like how we get to the palace. But obviously, we need wonder seeds, so we're going to be grabbing all of those around.
There was recently a reroute of this world not too long ago. We will be playing that new reroute. It saves 1 second. I know, that's like the theme of today. Oh, this crazy strat, this reroute, 1 second. Oh, what? It happened again. It happened during practice. I push right, it doesn't go right. Anyways.
I think you have to hold a bit up there for that to
Maybe.
work. Yeah.
Anyways, here's Pot Friend.
We're all friends in this.
We'll be seeing Pot Friend 2 more times throughout the run, so get your Pot Friends in when you see it, the cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be going to the Ninja Jump Party level, and another one of the music-based levels, especially this one. I'm going to be trying to jump to the beat in certain places because it will allow us to get a 10 coin. So there's going to be some of that. The reason why we're doing this level first is because during any like music segment, switching power-ups does not lose any time if you do it properly.
I encourage you guys to clap along.
But for silence. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. I'm gonna start my combo here. Nice.
That was very clean. Nice. Yeah, so basically, you want to time your power-up switches. You ultimately want to do them like during a music sequence because they don't lose time whatsoever. Obviously, like all the obstacles and all that has to be synced up to the music, so the music still plays. And for that last power switch back to drill, Zim timed it so that it was after the token grab. And we still need to wait for the Wonder Seed to spawn, so ultimately that didn't also lose time. Yeah. There's another Wonder Seed.
We'll be
So,
getting quite a few shop seeds in this world.
Yeah. 2 more, in fact. So this is Armad's on the roll. We're going to be utilizing drill quite heavily in this one. Also, Pot Friend.
That's the optional one that I did not grab this time.
Right. It's okay. Real Pot Friend coming up in a moment.
There we go, Pot Friend. And thank you for your sacrifice.
Cool.
You will be missed.
And also, this is the one flower that makes you go really fast, and it's really hard to control with Jet Run. And the seed is just... It's a super optimal one, as we can tell.
You want to go fast in the speed run, so we're basically going to go as fast as we can, and the Wonder Flower helps. I feel like at tradition at this point, we need to do that every time, and the Wonder effect that speeds us or slows us down.
For sure. All right, so this next level, you need a drill for, and I also believe that this is a good time to kind of talk about why we're using characters that can pick up power-ups.
Right, so if you were participating or at least saw the bid war, you all voted for 7 different characters, but there are actually 12 total in the game. So there's the Southern Normal Mode characters, as we like to call them, that you all voted on. But there are 4 Yoshis and a Nabbit, or is it Nabbit? Are there multiple Nabbits? I don't know my
No,
Mario
there's
lore.
only one.
There's only one Nabbit, but yeah. Those characters have their own strengths, but they cannot use power-ups. And this seed that we're getting right here requires us to have drill. There's no way to get this seed with Yoshi or Nabbit, at all. So as great as those characters are, and they do have quite a few time saves, just overall they're way slower. But maybe one day we'll see a full-fledged optimal Yoshi run or a Nabbit run. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. If you like Super Mario Sunshine, you're gonna like this level. There's another power-up switch. Just during the music sequence, just so we don't lose time.
It's over.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be warping back to I believe Ninja Jump Party, but obviously we're not going to play it again. We're going to be heading over closer to where the required level is, but we're not going in there quite yet. So this is Blooms of the Desert Skies. We're going to be taking some more bubble jumps here, just for 110 coin.
I'm just going to jump in for a second to say that we passed $22,000 raised for Able Gamers.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thanks to this $100 donation from Eric S. with no comment, but thank you, Eric, for getting us over that 22,000 mark. And if you want to be a part of getting us up to the next milestone, get those donations in. We are so close, but we do not have a lot of time left to get that 25, to get that incentive. Do we have time for one donation about the incentive?
Sure thing, yeah.
Sure thing.
We got $50 from Schnorks that says, I'm gonna move my mic away from my mouth. I want the plants and runners to sing!
Yes.
Host,
I want
please
to.
stress that this was written in all caps. I did my best to make it clear that that was all caps. Could we get the host, the plant and runners? Can we get the runners to sing for the next end of level song so we can see what incredible, beautiful
preview.
vocalists you are?
Of
Sure
course.
thing. Let's do it right now.
I mean, how could you not want to see that later?
That was beautiful.
All right, so coming up here, we have a level. If you are taking notes for whatever reason, do not do what I'm about to do. I have learned this level, I wouldn't say wrong, but there's a way easier way to do this level. But
It's a wild thing to hear from the record holder.
Very nice.
just use parachute cap. It's the same speed. I just want to flex that I'm the jet run guy. I'm just kidding. Do not want to learn a different thing for that level.
Yeah, fun fact, Zimbo was doing some runs before. He accidentally forgot to switch to parachute cap for that, and he accidentally rolled the split on top of it, so
Yeah, I forgot
what
to
he's
switch
been
off
doing
the jet
since.
run.
All right, so this is Valley full of noodles. Before the reroute, we used to play this level with drill. This level is not much different, thankfully. And here's a Here's a setup for this 10 coin. Very nice.
I came up with that strat. If I messed it up, I have no one to blame but myself.
Yeah. And this is the Wonder Flower that makes you go really slow. And surprisingly, this is also a really fast Wonder Seed. It doesn't sound right, but it doesn't sound right, but it is fast, so that's why we do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to try and cut in slowly, and then you immediately went back to normal speed, so I'll talk at normal speed.
It's quick.
We did get $17 from Less Than 3 that says Less Than 3. Thank you so much for that. Can we get a train of Less Than 3s? Maybe like a $5.33 Less Than 3 train going?
All right, for this part right here, I'm gonna shout out a good friend of mine, Matt Mood22, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. These 2 seeds I'm about to get is for you. There you go. I'll see you in 2 weeks, bud.
Yeah, so thankfully that secret shop has a seed that's only 30 coins, and that badge that we saw there, that is the fast fashion badge that we were talking about earlier. So we won't be seeing that today.
Yeah, surprisingly though, we do believe that in an ideal like task setting, or maybe even a future RTA, getting that fast dash badge actually would save time on top of already having jet run. We could probably explain it again when we get to Muncher Fields though, a little bit later.
Absolutely.
But for, current day, we do not need to get that badge. It's a whole, even though it's a cheap price of 10 purple coins, we have a tight shopping list to get through,
Yeah, we'd have to route in one more 10 coin, or 10 single coins, but...
Oh, I am gonna have to go back and get that. Okay, Mr. Bowling Ball, thank you.
Don't worry, if we do lose this bubble, there is actually one in the next level, so we don't really have to worry about that. Once again, the power-up routing at this point, and just beyond it, is very less strict, thankfully.
So yeah, this next Bowser Jr. fight used to be one of the biggest RNG parts of the run. But now we have a kind of a movement path that we can to almost negate all of the RNG in the run. Not in the run, just this level, but we're gonna be going to very specific spots in the arena to try to speed up the fight as fast as possible. So like right around here, just gonna go up, so I swim twice.
Yeah, basically you want Bowser Jr. to be close to the floor as much as possible.
And next spot is all the way up in the corner.
Yeah, in these last 2 phases, spikes kind of go up in the ground. It is actually faster to kind of just lure him up there, just so he isn't going up and down.
All right, I said almost RNG. This last part is kind of RNG dependent. We'll see these water bubbles above me. We want to have them in a good place for the easiest method. I did not have any water bubbles above me. That's
okay.
Fine, we still got pretty fast. They're like everywhere except where I wanted it to be, so that's wonderful. Get it.
All right, and yet again, the end of the world. Whoa.
All right, as per usual, we have time for a few donations if you have them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got $25 from Routing Wonk that says less than 3? Question mark? Absolutely less than 3, Routing Wonk.
Sure.
Look at this. Look how cute this is. You're gonna tell me this game isn't less than 3 front to back? Come on.
It has less than 3 written all over it.
Come on. We also have $26 from Jesse Kazam that just says, let's go.
Whoa.
Let's go indeed. Time for a little more?
Yeah, we
Sure
got
thing.
maybe 2 more.
Okay, sounds good. We've got a lot more no comment donations coming in, like $25 from Nux Tenma, $25 from Holy Paladin, and $100 from Grubane, all with no comment. Thank you so much for that. It's incredibly generous, y'all.
I'd say we have time for one more.
All right, I just want to take this second to mention that something we don't always get to see because it's not on the screen is the number of donations. And we are getting really, really close to 400 individual donations in this event. I think we can get to 400 by the end of this run, which would probably also help us get closer to that 25K for that milestone. So let's make that happen, chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so this next level, we're gonna have the other airship of the run. Thankfully, this one is not as bad. We're still gonna have Jet Run equipped, but the main gimmick of this airship is controlling around with Lakitu's Cloud. And Jet Run does not impact Lakitu's Cloud at all. So we're gonna play it basically as intended, as normal. But I still always get pretty nervous at this level because this game does have motion controls. And if I do shake the controller, it will eject me from the Lakitu Clouds. There's always a fear that I'm just gonna, you know, lose my ride and fall quite a bit.
Yeah.
Hasn't happened to me yet, but I mean, this is the perfect place for it to happen, you know?
Yeah, I'd say this is also a good time to talk about flower coin routing a bit more because once we buy this Nets shop seed in World 5, the routing is a bit less strict. So basically like we showed earlier, there are these character blocks that you can kind of hit. Sometimes they eject a single coin, sometimes multiple, etc., etc.
There's one coming up right here, so there's nothing above me, right? Wrong, there's a Yoshi block there. So if you were playing as green Yoshi specifically, that block would be visible and tangible. So you'd be able to like slide on it, land on it, and all that. Any character can hit those blocks, but it's just the one difference is, you know, if they're visible or not.
Yeah, fortunately, it makes a very little difference on what character you play. You rarely kind of run across those blocks and whatnot, so.
Yeah, I like to encourage anyone who's running this game, choose whatever character you want to run as. I know some people would like to convince you otherwise, but there really is no difference. If you want to be super technical, certain characters like the Toads carry objects like a few pixels lower, but like it doesn't impact the run at all, so choose your favorite character. Mine is obviously Blue Toad. If I wasn't, actually, Blue Toad. That was a good place to do it. I was like, I have my hands on the controller, but that was a good place. But I know some people like Daisy. Obviously, a lot of you like Luigi because we're playing as them right now.
I mained him when I ran this category.
Yeah. It's just those easy mode characters that we mentioned earlier that play differently, and you'll have to learn a different route. Which is quite unfortunate because, come on, they're Yoshis and Nabbit. I don't know if we have any Nabbit fans here, but I know they have their fans somewhere.
Yeah, for this one, we're not even going to try to hit those Bowser blocks at all. Because those coins kind of spew out wherever, they can kind of fall into the void, and it's like way too hard to just collect all of them. So we're just going to collect what we see. So just in a moment here, the Wonder Seed should be right there. Just gonna hug the right of the screen. There we go.
You didn't see it, but it's there.
Yeah. I can promise you guys, this level is almost over. This is like the last auto scroller apart from the very last level. So
Yeah.
yeah. There's one more character block we're gonna hit. Yet another single coin that we can grab there.
Right here.
And Toadette block. So yeah, if we were playing as Toadette, we'd be able to do that no problem. But
Oh, it's fine.
all right. Remember to jump here so you don't hit the Mecha Koopa. There we go. Oh, that's a new one.
I don't think you're supposed to jump there.
All right. So that was the last big auto scroller apart from the very end of the run. But at the very end of the run, we'll also get to see our Toronto Plant friends singing. So I want to join along for that.
Yeah, they do make a brief cameo in the final level, but if you want to see more of them, get to that donation incentive, because there's a whole level based around them.
Yeah, so before we enter World 5, we're going to hop into Mama, get a few more 10 coins, because this this net shop speed, it's pretty tight. We're going to be right at 100 or so coins, so we will need to use the extra 10s before we get there.
Keep going.
I just gotta say, chat, since this incentive was mentioned to me the first time this morning, I've had the Piranha Plant song stuck in my head. And if I don't get to hear it, it's gonna stay in there the rest of the day. So please don't torture me with that. Just let me sing it and have a good time and be done. It's a great song. I just don't know that I want it in there for the next 7 to 8 hours.
Thank you.
Whoa. All right, so now we're entering World 5, and just like before World 2, there's an RNG coin we can get here, hopefully.
I don't know if we mentioned that, but right here, I mean right here, there's like I would like to say a 50-50 chance of it being either a gold coin, like a normal coin, or a purple coin, or I guess you call it a flower coin, that's what they're officially called. And, you know, if they're in your path, you might as well try to see if you could test your luck and see if you get one. I got one earlier, and I didn't get this one, so it seems like the odds are correct that it's 50-50.
I mean, it's only 2 types of coins. I'm very sure it's 50-50 anyway.
It would be really weird. Maybe there's a very secret coin that's like a 1 in 10,000.
Yeah.
And it does absolutely nothing, but it's there.
Yeah, we didn't get to see them yet, but you can also get them from the question mark blocks that are in the overworld. And there's also a world skip that you can do in the latest version. So why don't we talk about them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I'm currently running on the latest version of the game, version 1.0.1. If you're familiar at all with the any % run, all the glitches that use there to save 40 minutes off the run are all patched except for one, and it's in this world. What's interesting, though, is that even though it doesn't save all too much time, it does actually save time because some of these later levels are quite long. So the way the any % run does is they play a lot of these shorter levels up in like the upper level of this world, and then they just skip right to the final level. So an any % run on the latest version would be different than this run that you're seeing right now. I would like to one day to see something like that.
But yeah, that bridge that we just built there, that's the only reason why you can't beat this game without collecting any flower coins. You need 10 there, and the game only checks for the last 3 worlds that are completed. So but yeah, this is upstream, downstream. Got a lot of bubble jump chains later in the wonder section. So that's okay. Yeah, before we actually enter the next area, this 10 coins out of our way because we have to wait for this platform anyway, so. Yeah, so coming up here, wonder section. Clap along, please.
Didn't quite make the cycle. Give me it. Oh,
Close.
we're good.
Yeah.
It's probably my second favorite song in the run, but you know what my first favorite song is?
I wonder.
That's a good question.
You wonder? No one's ever made that joke in your chat before, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it's the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, I believe we should be good on flower coins. Woo!
Yeah, how many? I actually have not been paying attention, but I think we
I think you
did.
should be at 100 already. Oh yeah, you're good.
5.
Yeah.
That's great. So at this point, at the next shop we go to, the route says that we should have 8 flower coins, and we can miss 5. So do the math, we should be good. I'm not sure.
It's a quick reset anyway. That's right at the start. Yeah.
That was double RNG, definitely not because I forgot to hit the other Y button. It's okay.
Mind if I jump in for just a quick
Sure
second?
thing.
Absolutely.
We have just opened a new bid war I just want to let everybody know you can choose the file name for our upcoming Ocarina of Time 3D run. I believe that is up to 8 characters for whatever file name you want. I'm personally a big fan of Slurp, but if you're a traditionalist and you like Lonk, get some donos in there for Lonk, get some donations in there for Slurp, and let's get that file name chosen.
Awesome, thank you so much. So this Wonder section, we got Cosmic Mario. Unfortunately, if you play any other character other than Mario, there's no Cosmic clone for it.
No
Really
Cosmic
sucks.
Luigi. I mean, there's like the one in Bowser's Fury, but if you're like playing as Peach or Daisy, maybe another game, unfortunately.
So yeah, it's a good thing that we're good on flower coins because we don't even collect any in this level. So. Whoa.
Yeah, so the shop is right here. We'll have 5, right? 5 left over? Yeah, 5 left over. So we'll be good enough for the rest of the run, assuming I don't miss any other perfect ones. And that is a big if.
Yeah, thankfully past this point, there are a ton of 10-coin backups that you can grab, very easily accessible. So it's just a matter of kind of playing the rest of the run out, I'd say. And here's the tumble house. Oh, might want to
No, that's
back up.
fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I think this is fine, actually.
You might have to
Surely.
run on the pipe for a little.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. We're gonna have to wait. Oh,
Oh, that works.
I have never seen that
Wow.
before. Cool.
All good, all good.
Yeah, ideally you don't do what I did and just grab the seed real fast, but at least we learned something new today, and that's what matters.
Yeah, so coming up, this is Lava Ruins. You may notice that we're 1 seed over the what's required to unlock it, but we need that extra seed because we're only going to play what's required here. So, what's interesting about these net speed levels is that they all have fake exits, and we definitely don't want to run into them. All the Wonder Flowers in these levels are required, and so are the Wonder Seeds. So.
This gives me vibes from Forest of Illusion from SMW. You gotta find that one secret exit, or it's just gonna be in a loop forever. Except here, it's just gonna be a bunch of dead ends. So we're just gonna grab the actual exit for all of these.
Yeah, fun fact, I never ran into the fake exit in this level in my casual playthrough. I just never noticed it. I just found the Wonder Flower, no problem. Oh, whew.
That was very close to not working.
Yeah. Nice little optimization there.
Now we are Blobluigi. I like to say Blobio, but we're not Mario. We're Luigi, so Blobigi.
Waluigi.
Oh, wait, there is a guy, Gooigi, right? From Luigi's Mansion? This is like his younger brother, right?
Oh, it is, I think.
Sure. Well, that's my headcanon at least. Yeah, we're coming over here. This is where the real exit is. That's why we have to grab the Wonder Flower and grab the seed.
Yeah, I believe normally there would be a pipe there that would lead to the fake exit, but I don't think it spawns in if you are using the block, so. So yeah, coming up here, we got Swing Ruins. It's a little bit complicated, nothing too bad. So. And the main gimmick with this level is that you gotta enter these doors, but some of them we kind of have to wait for those platforms to get moving, just so we can actually enter the door. Nice. Getting that first jump into the bubble jump is kind of difficult, so I'm glad we got it there. And this 10 coins out of the way, we're just gonna grab that real quick.
Yeah, the other two in this level are just way out of our way. That's the one downside of the jet run is that we always go right past any talking flowers, so we don't really get to hear their dialogue. Quite unfortunate. I bet they have some great things to say.
For sure.
And just want to remind everybody real quick, if you are donating to name the file for our upcoming Ocarina of Time 3D race, to make sure you scroll down to the bottom of the page on donations and select the bid war, type in your preference up to 8 characters, select the checkbox, and then finish the form so your donation goes through and goes toward the bid war and you can have your voice heard.
Awesome, thank you. So if we didn't go through that door and we kind of headed over to the right, that's where we would find our fake exit. And because there's a wall blocking off from this area before we grab the Wonder Flower, we do need it. I mean, the speed is pretty fast anyway. We just kind of go right, no problem. Awesome. Yeah, so this second to last level in this world, it is pretty difficult, pretty technical.
Yeah, coming up to Poison Ruins. This used to kill a lot of runs and still kind of does. So, as the name implies, it's going to be a lot of poison, and we're going to try not to touch it.
Yeah, this level is pretty tough to play optimally. I think there's another one where I'll let Zim focus. So we do get to see our blood friend 2 more times, which is pretty neat. All right.
Of course, we can't start right away. We have this guy to talk to. All right.
Surely everyone's okay.
Kind of messed up my jump there. That's a good backup.
Yeah, there's a small optimization that you can kind of do there. You can activate the Wonder Bulb a bit earlier if you can with those bubbles, but if those bubbles go off screen and they touch the Wonder Bulb, there's a chance that they might not even work at all. So
All right,
here's where the hard begins.
I have to do backup here. All right, that's good. You could grab the shell there and then toss it upward, because there is that mechanic in this game. You can toss shells upwards like in SMW. But instead I opted to do the bubble because I didn't grab it.
Yeah, I'm glad they brought it back, honestly.
Yeah, it's a great feature. I'm surprised. Oh, you hit that.
Very good, very good.
I think the Koopa is going to be in our way. This is going to be interesting.
All right, say hello to Waluigi again. So here's an upcoming skip that we do. I'm gonna skip this moving platform completely. That was good.
Oh, it's fine.
There
I think I wasted so much time that I got on the next Koopa cycle. That jump is pretty difficult, and when the game first came out, I feel like a lot of us would lose our runs there. We've started to understand it a bit better, but still kind of tricky.
Yeah, I didn't go for that trick for some time, and then I actually opted to do it. So there's these mini coins that spawn. We're not even gonna care about them. And this is the final part. We're gonna ride up against this right wall, activate these Wonder Bulbs to get rid of this lava. Okay, that was pretty close. I thought you went a bit early there.
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm going to interrupt real quick because we just received a $2,000 donation from Peloton.
Let's go.
Shout out to Peloton.
It says, wow, great job, TwitchCon attendees, for walking, running, and biking over 200 miles at TwitchCon. Thanks to your participation, Peloton is happy to donate an additional $2,000 directly to able gamers. Come visit the Peloton area outside of the GDQX room to help us get to our goal of 250 miles of speed running for charity. I know we can get that 250 miles by the end of today, and I also know that we can get that 25,000 so we can get this milestone and hear the runner and piranha plants singing to us, but we've only got like 30, 45 minutes to make it happen. So chat, get in there. We are 800 away, and I know you can pull this off.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Yeah, shout out to Peloton.
Yeah.
So we just missed it. It's nothing crazy, but I skipped past the Wonder Flowers falling down to blow a few bubbles to activate kind of like a sequence break. Hit those Wonder Bulbs a bit earlier, so that was pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, it works exactly like the one in Poison Ruins, but that one's significantly easier. So. And while we're at the end of the world, this is also yet another good time for some more donations. Take it away, please.
Perfect timing, because I just got one I really like. We have $25 from Super Jer that just says woo, but they did put that toward naming Link Sword Boy, all lowercase. So if you have an opinion on something other than Sword Boy, now's the time to let us know. But that is a strong start. We've also got $50 from Corvame that says, Wowie Zowie! Can I get your best Wowie Zowies? Not necessarily an impression. I want your personal, like the Wowie Zowie you feel in your heart.
Oh, well, first of all, let me get some water. If I'm doing this, I gotta do it right. How about Adrian, if you want to go?
Oh. Wowie zowie.
Ah, come on, you can do better than that.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah, how about I go?
All right.
Wowie zowie!
That was way better. Gotta give it to you for that.
We also just received a $500 donation from It's Lynn. Thank you so much. Unbelievably generous. The comment just says, Vinny's birthday. And that is a reference to Vincey, who is walking around today wearing a QR code to donate for Able Gamers. Vincey's birthday wish is to raise at least $25,000 for Able Gamers. No, I think that says, we're looking for $2,600 from the QR code specifically. So if you are in the building and want to find Vinny, find that QR code, give it a scan, donate. Let's make that happen. And obviously we are getting close to that already with that $500. Thank you so much for that.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
So this is Muncher Field. We mentioned it earlier, but this level is actually faster with Fast Dash. And the reason for that, I almost didn't make that. Anyways, the reason for that is that the star speed, the speed that you get from a star is, doesn't stack with Jet Run, but it does stack with Fast Dash. So you go like really fast. Unfortunately here, we're just going normal Jet Run speed. But yeah, this level in particular is really good with Fast Dash. You know, like every other level, it's gotta be Jet Run.
Yeah, apparently tasters think it is a little bit faster to just go out of your way to grab an extra 10 coin and just buy the Fast Dash badge just for this level. So we should also mention that Fast Dash is also faster for levels that have a lot of slopes in them. So.
All right, so we're coming up to, I think, what I would rank the second hardest of the run. And this is just a hard level in general. I'll be doing my best to make a cycle. If I get it, that'll be great. If I don't, that's okay. It loses like 7 seconds, so it is a pretty decent time save, but it is really difficult. A bit of a history lesson with that. This is the level that we're talking about is Item Park. We used to kind of not really worry about Jet Run in the early days. Eventually we realized, Jet Run could save time here. And then we found that there was a cycle that we could hit that saves 7 seconds, and it's called God Cycle. And then we found an even faster cycle. Shout out to the community member Aurora. They deem it Balloon Cycle. So that's the one I'm going to be trying to show off right now. And just very recently, someone came out with a task. I think it was Mizu,
Mizu.
right? Yeah, Mizu, our taster for Wonder. They did an even faster route. So it's just crazy how much it develops the strat.
I like, in competitive games, you get like bronze, silver, gold. I like the idea of like fast, faster, god, balloon, Mizu.
Mizu. I don't know what they wanted to call it, but for the time being, I don't think it's RTA viable. But I also thought Balloon Cycle was not RTA viable until I practiced it. So, well, speaking of, we're about to reach that level now. I'm gonna try to focus up, but we'll see what happens. Anything could happen.
All right, let's see it, Zim. Yeah, this cycle we were talking about is based on a platform that we have to drill into, so. Okay, we made it.
Beautiful. All right, let's do the rest of the level.
I thought that middle TP was a bit too far away. That was perfect.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Golly. Yeah, that is not easy. I'll say that for the guy who did it.
But yeah, in this world, there does seem to be like a lot of cycle-based time saves. And we're going to be going to 3 separate badge challenges too. This is the floating high jump. And it does exactly what it says. You can jump a little bit higher. You kind of fall a little bit slower.
This is very fitting. So this, if this reminds me of anything, this is kind of like Luigi's thing in a lot of his games. I think originated, even from like the Lost Levels. Definitely from SMB2 though, like USA. But it's cool that any character can use it. And that's kind of like the theme of most of these action badges, is that they kind of take from previous Mario games and make it like an actional, like little bonus power-up, I guess.
Hey, that was perfect because we are quite literally playing with Luigi.
Yeah.
So.
Got time for a few donations?
Yeah, sure thing.
First thing.
We're starting to get some heating up in this bid war. We had $40 come in from Lena St. Cameron with no comment, but that did put Linkle in first place for the bid war. But soon after, we had another $25 from Superjar that says, I didn't know I could use uppercase letters. And that brought Sword Boy back into first place.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how you wanted to capitalize it, but I think all lowercase Sword Boy has a great energy. So no complaints here.
I like the idea where they're like, oh, we could use capital letters? Okay. Still all lowercase, please.
It's about knowing you can, not necessarily. It's like the opposite of the Jurassic Park thing.
Right. Oh, by the way, this is an infamous talking flower that just talked. So if you're familiar with the run, you might realize I'm playing on the English language. This is actually 2 seconds slower on average than the fastest language, which is simplifies Chinese. I just opted to use the English language for today because, well, we got to hear the talking flowers, and I don't know, maybe it would be a bit weird if we didn't really understand them. At least I don't. I'm not fluent in Chinese.
Oh yeah, especially in this level with the upcoming Wonder section, that was it's pretty awesome.
But yeah, that talking flower, the reason why it's faster, certain language is faster, is not quite what you might think. It's not completely because of the text. It's because the talking flower, like, voice clips are slower in some languages, and the game kind of waits for the talking flower to be done talking to continue. So even though I think English is actually faster in terms of text boxes, but overall it's slower because of those dang talking flowers. But we love them. I wouldn't have it any other way. And that's the good thing about the Switch, is that you could change the language on it pretty easily.
Yeah, so this secret exit unlocks our next badge challenge. That's the boosting spin jump badge, and we're actually going to not only use it here for the badge challenge, but we will also see it in the final level. Got the final level, the final boss fight has some really interesting mechanics that Zim really wants to show off.
So I sure hope I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, these spinning bouncy triangles, they move on a global cycle, but hitting the cycle is fortunately very forgiving.
Ooh, oh, I got it. Nice.
Yeah.
If you're just barely off, you have to like wall jump there. It's a bit slower.
Yeah, getting that is pretty precise. Quite literally got it on the block. So. Ooh. All right, so now we're going back to Rumba's for the normal exit, and there's a pretty cool Wonder section attached to it.
It's a little quiet. You mind if we get some music in here?
Some music.
Yeah, we got $75 from Routing Wong that says doo 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 dee dee doo doo.
Do.
Very wholesome. Thank you so much, Routing Wong. Appreciate that.
So I'm gonna be changing power-ups right around here. And I'm gonna do one bubble jump right around here.
Looks good.
Do you like that, by the way? That's new. That's a secret thing that I was working on. I don't think the community knows about that little slide tactic. I think it's faster than ground pounding.
Also, roll, roll, roll. These are some of my favorite talking flower lines in the game, personally. Go, go,
Go, go!
roll, roll, roll. Very nice.
Yeah, so this section is really fun to do fast because it's like you can save slope momentum and stuff. So doing it really fast is always cool. For a long time, there was like a weird tech where the bowling ball, spike ball, doesn't jump high enough and you fall into the lava. And I think we still don't really know the reason why it doesn't work, but I just know that if I roll along on the ground for long enough, it works. So I'll take it.
Yeah, for some reason, you can't jump right away. It kind of loses your momentum, so we have to wait a little each time.
All right, so coming up, we have another cycle-based level. This is probably the most infamous one for runners. I'll be trying my best here. Over time, it got a lot more lenient. It does not mean it's been super easy.
Go for it. All right, that looks very good so
So yeah,
far.
that's great. Cycle's not until a little bit later, though.
Is in the wonder section.
Careful, sun eyes.
All right, that's probably good.
Yeah, you have a few seconds to spare, I believe.
Yeah. So yeah, we used to barely make this cycle, and now we're at the point where we're starting to wait a bit here. Unfortunately, the next cycle is pretty far away. Also, that was really close.
I kind of bumped into that block a little bit there. I was kind of worried.
You were worried. I was worried. But we're good.
Are we good?
So unfortunately, though, even though we've been doing this level faster and faster, we still have to wait for that cycle. So we end the level basically at the same time every time.
Do, 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 do.
Thank you.
Woo! All right, so this next level, it's gonna be our final badge challenge. It is the grappling vine badge. And it kind of reminds me of the grappling hooks from, like, let's say Terraria. I love that game.
I love Terraria too. Anyways.
And yeah, this
Hit the
level,
OK button, please.
this level is also pretty interesting to optimize. You want to time your vine so that, yeah, you keep your running speed there.
Oh, that's gonna
okay.
be a little bit tricky now.
That's all right.
I'm just gonna play it safe. It's a lot easier if you don't have the mushroom.
That could have worked, honestly.
That one is really tight. It doesn't look tight. That's like extremely tight if you have the mushroom.
Get to the next stage.
Unfortunately, you get this unlocked so late into the run that there's like no real good places, because it would save time if there wasn't already badges that just let you run faster. It would be really cool to see like a grappling vine only run or something like that. I can imagine the tech would be insane.
Is there like a new game plus mode that would allow that?
Ooh. Adrian, you have that answer?
Ready? Start.
We don't really have a category for that yet. I'd love to see one though.
But it's possible.
Oh, it's very
For
possible.
sure. Yeah.
There's no new game like actual option, but you could definitely just like play through levels on a completed file. It would have to be a little, I guess you have to work around it a little bit, but it'll work.
Yep. So yeah, this is a pull turn burn. This is one of my favorite levels in this category. It's got some pretty interesting movement in this upcoming wonder section, and there's also a pretty hard jump that Zim will be going for after it. So let's see it. So yeah, just in a moment here, gonna be doing some more wonder token searching, and for each one, you grab a section of the level lights up, as you can see there. another. Quick little bubble up here. Another one there. And that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Still got to worry about the jump at the end, though.
Yeah, so we like to call this fire skip. And, well, you're going to see it right now. There's a chance I just straight up die here. We'll see.
You have the checkpoint. It's okay.
Nope, we got
There
it.
we go. Very
There's like
nice.
2 seconds.
These are my favorite kind of skips, when you hype up how it's going to be so hard and scary, and you're like, yeah, if I do it wrong, I die and have to start over. It saves 2 seconds.
Man, if I was at home, I feel like that would have golded. Man, I might have to retime that later.
All right, so I'm just in a little bit here. Last Poplin house, and then we're going to buy our last drop seed, and then after that point, we won't have to worry about these flower coins anymore. We just have to do the rest of the run as fast as possible.
So you're saying we're getting very close to the end of the run.
Oh, yes. A total of 6 levels left.
6 levels left, and we are still $146 away from meeting this next milestone and crossing 25,000. Chat, I know we can do that. That's $150. And I'm just saying, if someone drops $150, you could also just pick Link's name outright for Ocarina of Time. You can put yours in first place and get us over that milestone? That's like 2 for the price of 1. That's free real estate.
So we're going to warp here. Got it.
Back to Item Park, because this is around where the palace is. Awesome.
So yeah, this level was also pretty infamous in the early days of the run. Back when there was like 3 or 4 hard levels in the entire run, now like over half the levels are probably as difficult as this. How things develop.
Yeah.
Your line.
There's one skip after the checkpoint, which was pretty infamous for some time.
Oh, by the way,
We've got
Pot Friend 3.
Hot friend.
This is the last time you'll be seeing him, so get your Pot Friends in right now. Thanks for your sacrifice.
All right, so here's the skip. Awesome.
Yeah, we used to die to that a lot, and now we don't even like really worry about it. So I used 3 bubble jumps there. I used to be a triple bubble denier until I saw the light. I used to be like, no, just use 2 bubbles. It's easier. And no, it's basically, I wouldn't say 3, but like, you get it most of the time with triple. So yeah, here's the last Bowser Jr. fight. This is the one that matters RNG the least. If you just do everything right, it does the same thing every time. So just kind of have to memorize where he stops and then stomp them at the right times. I am doing like a small short hop over this guy because he likes to do an attack where he sparks upwards and then loses time. And it also makes it where I don't know where he's going to end up, so.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. always moves the same distance each time, so.
Yeah, the reason why the one in Palace 4 is weird because of the RNG water bubbles, but he does move the same way every time. It's just, you have to have the same water bubble patterns.
Oh.
What? Oh. I hit him too early there. Bowser Jr. is really weird. Let's just put it at that. It's like, you hit him early, but we're not super mean. We'll let you not take damage. There we go.
All
That's the
right.
fight.
That was an amazing World Sits, I gotta say.
I am impressed with myself, not gonna lie. I think that makes up for taking damage in World 2.
For sure. Yeah, World Sits is still a pretty notorious world nowadays.
Oh, and before we get into donations, I do want to mention something real quick. You might be wondering why we played the levels we did in World 6, because some of them seem very slow. Well, as it turns out, there are exactly 15 Wonder Seeds that we can get if we do not want to play the 3rd airship level, which you might expect, we don't want to play that one. It's super slow. So even though we played a whole bunch of slower Wonder Seeds, it was basically needed. And that's also another reason why Yoshi and Nabbit are so slow, because some of those require drill. Some of them require the entire power-up lineup, except for Fire Flower. So that's another big reason. But yeah, now we can get into the donations, if you have some.
Absolutely. We've got some love for you. Oh, we just crossed 25,000.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much, everybody. That is so incredibly generous. And at the end of that, we are at a dead heat for the Ocarina of Time file name. $50 for Linkle and $50 for Sword Boy. If you want to push that either direction, now is the time. Any donation would be enough to push one of those into the lead. Time to read some of the donations that helped get us there.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. We have $5 from Ado Potato that says, let's go. As well as $10 from Duckfish that says, let's hear that karaoke. And we're going to now. We made it happen. And what set us over the edge was indeed a $150 donation from Zephyr Blaze. Thank you so much. Unbelievably generous. That says, let's get those singing plants. Also, let's get the file name for Ocarina named after Link's unknown and neglected little brother, Linkigi. So that has now put Linkigi in the lead with $150. Thank you again, Zephyr Blaze.
Yeah, and I do want to shout out Ado Potato. He was at TwitchCon yesterday. Unfortunately, he only had the ticket for Saturday, but he did make me a very lovely friendship bracelet. I'm going to show off right now on my wrist. You probably can't make out the letters, but it has my Twitch username on it, so big shouts to that guy. Sad you couldn't be here, but thanks for the donation, helping out for a good cause.
All right, so these are the final 5 levels of the run. Even though we kind of went into Castle Bowser, this is still counted as being in Petal House for some reason. Which is pretty interesting.
All right, we have the final 5 levels here, so we'll be counting down until we get to the last level. This level is interesting. We'll be doing a lot more bubble jumps. Yeah. What am I doing?
Oh.
Okay. This level is so easy that I never know how to do it. Very paradoxical, but I just never practiced it. And then I just make weird mistakes like that. But it worked. That's all that matters.
Yeah, this is an easy level to just autopilot since you're just kind of running right and doing these bubble jumps. And we won't grab this upcoming Wonder Flower here. We will need one in the second to last level.
Yeah, we are done with collecting Wonder Seeds. The final level is just unlocked when we get there. I felt my chair shake for a second. That's fine. So yeah, that is level, I guess, 1 of 5 down. We have 4 left. Woo! They're gonna get harder as we go, so these ones are gonna be quite tricky. I hopefully don't mess them up. Especially the second to last level. There's just a really good chance that I have to restart a few times, but let's hopefully not have to do that.
Yeah, so this next level, this is a high voltage gauntlet. There are these electric kind of sparks or whatever. They run on a global cycle.
Wait, hold on. I have to listen.
Yeah.
I use a
There we
music
go.
cue there, so yeah, go ahead.
This is no problem. But yeah, these guys run on a global cycle. They're loaded in no matter what. Here's an interesting item grab. There we go. Very nice. And if you've played this game casually before, you may know that this might be one of the best wonder effects in the game. You quite literally become a Metal Mario, and the Metal Mario scene from Mario 64 plays.
It's really cool.
It's so cool.
Sorry if you didn't get that far. Spoiler warning. Woo! All right, we have 3 left.
Yeah, so coming up here, we got a Secret Bullet build. We're going to be utilizing Bubble a lot here. We're going to be activating all of the Wonder Bullets. They basically move pipes down and up all over the place really. So
I'll probably rank this number 5 on the total difficulty scale.
yeah, I should also mention that keeping your bubble up until the last level is very important. It's the power up that pretty much gives the majority of the time save. So yeah, another bubble there. But this is where the bubbles really matter. Should be good. Very nice.
That guy almost spooked me there. I think I was too slow, so we'll see what happens. There's a cycle right here with a big bonsai bill. He might get in my way. Oh, no, we're good.
No, we're good. Yeah. But yeah, those those rotating, like, I think they're hexagons. They're on the global cycle. So I'm glad those didn't get in our way. All right.
We have 2 levels left.
Awesome. Doom, 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 doom. Woo!
Can I
Right.
jump in really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
We just got $250 from the audience from Axel669. Thank you so much for that. It says, hi from the audience. Sword Boy sounds just right. He doesn't need those fancy capital letters, and that pushed Sword Boy back into the lead. So somehow, Link EG is in danger. But Chad, I know you all loved that joke as much as I did. We can bring Link EG back. We can make that happen.
All right, we have a really difficult level here. Please, please don't take damage or like fall or whatever.
All right. And if you ground pound this platform, the jet run speed kind of exponentially goes up. So we just kind of go like way faster than what's intended.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's as scary as it looks.
Yeah. Sometimes you hit the ceiling of that there, sometimes you hit the side.
All right, so this level is called Knuckle Fest, and we're about to hear quite a bit of a banger. So if we can have some people rocking out, if you're here in the audience, feel free to
Pump out your
fist or something. Gonna wait here for a second. Yeah, it's really cool that this game has a lot of like musical parts to it, and like theme and like level design and all that. Really cool.
Oh.
We're good.
Oh yeah, we're still good.
All right, that was very scary, but we made it.
All right, so I should also mention the ending of this song. It kind of runs on a cycle. If you miss one cycle, you have to wait for the part of the song to just loop back around. So we made it in time.
All right, just one last part here.
There
We have 1 level left. Woo! So we should have said that was our last woo, so if you didn't make it, how about just do one more woo?
Whoa!
You're good, by the way. I can hear you.
All right, so I know we fought Bowser Jr. a lot, but I can promise you that this final boss fight with Castle Bowser, it is a pretty fun one to optimize. We're going to be utilizing mainly the bubble flower, but we'll also use some elephant here and there. And this is where the spin badge actually comes in place.
So I don't know about you, Agent. We're about to play an auto-scroll level, by the way. Hello, GDQ. I placed on a standee for good luck. I don't know about you, but if you want to start shouting out people right now, this is the perfect time to do it. Before we end the run.
Absolutely. So obviously, go check out Zim, please. Twitch.tv/Zimbo7. And if we reach his follower goal, he might try some 100%.
Oh yeah, I do have a follower goal. I think it's 1,500 followers or something like that.
Yeah. And if you want to check out some other categories, Jane Fickle from earlier, she ran 90% at AGDQ. Shouts to her. And if you want to check out some 100%, like I said, I mainly run 100%. I have the record in the category. Still trying to optimize it by a few more minutes. And it's a pretty tough one to grind. It's almost 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, a little fun fact. I don't know why anyone would ever want to do this. You see this nice little dragon dude? You could ground pound him if you're evil, and you get 2 points from it. I don't know why you would ever do that, but...
Why did you do that?
You know, sometimes knowledge, it's... you ever seen Spider-Man? You know, with great power comes great responsibility. I do not have that responsibility. All right, so coming up here, we do have one last RNG part. There's a chance that a Shadow Bowser comes up here. If he does show up, it might end the... Oh my God. All right, there's still another chance where he turns into stone and he becomes a statue, in which case it's fine, but that's like a really rare. Oh, okay, all right, we're fine. Thank you for tuning into my joke. A joke in quotation marks.
Here's the piranha plants, by the way.
Yeah, so there's a whole level based on those guys. Yeah, it's kind of great.
Well, I guess there's 2 levels. There's a piranha plants on parade, which is the second level that we played in the run.
Yeah, but I was
And,
saying like there's like a whole level based around it.
Yeah.
In the special world, which we did hit the incentive for it, right? Or are we still?
Yes, we did.
All right.
Yeah, we are there.
Perfect. So yeah, we'll be seeing it after this run. You have anyone else you want to shout out before we start the Bowser fight?
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking on more 100%, Swake is going to be running the category, and also Crowd. You should take a guess on how much runs it took for him to get the record the first time.
And 100%. If you guessed anything above 1, you are wrong. It took them 1 attempt to get the 100% record. To be fair, they practiced a lot, and they had a lot of practice in any percent, but they kind of just knocked it out. Same with this category. They did it in 2 attempts. I got the record back, but I know one day they'll try again and, you know, get it back.
Yeah, Swake still holds the 80% record. It's pretty optimized.
All right,
So
here we
here's
have the
our
Bowser fight. So I'm going to be trying a thing called bubble ladders here. It'll allow the fight to go by a lot quicker. Let's see if I can do this first one here.
Oh, it was so far off to the right.
It was very slow.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's another chance for it.
You get to try it 2 more times. It's all right.
Yeah, 2 more times. That one was weird. I don't know. Also, if you have, if anyone in chat has any banger emotes or dancing emotes, now's the time to use it because we are currently pumped up right now. And of course, if you're in the audience, well, you know what you got to do. Yeah, Bowser got the moves, man.
But yeah, this next phase, it's a little bit harder. We're going to be trying to go for the early button hit again. The hand on the right is going to try to be in the way, but we can kind of squeeze through just fine. There we go.
Gonna try to hit 2 of these hands at the same time. He's gonna retreat. We have to hit all of his hands before he comes back.
Yeah, and we're going to switch to bubble right away just to prepare for this upcoming bubble ladder.
What? Where'd it go? All right, that's fine. We have
time's
one
the
more
start.
chance.
It's all good. Let's hope we get a
Last one
quick
is
fire
the
here.
coolest part. I don't. Oh, we got it!
wow.
So, speaking of things we don't know about this game, Bowser is really weird. We just saved the cycle, so I just got the same cycle as I would have if I got the bubble ladder sequence. But the game just had mercy on me. They wanted me to save 4 seconds. Thank you very much, game. We don't know why. We've tried a whole bunch of things to figure it out. We still don't know.
Yeah, just another one of those few things.
One of the wonders, you may say, of this game. Oh, come on. I thought it was pretty good.
I did not hear a single groan from the audience. I'm so heartbroken.
All right, 3rd phase here.
Get that bubble ladder, please.
I really hope so. It's the coolest one, so.
Yeah, those first 2 save a lot of time, but this 3rd one only saves like a few seconds
Like 2
compared
seconds.
to the rest. All right, let's see it.
All right, gotta time it just right. That looks good.
Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. At least got 1. All right, so time stops when we hit this giant glowing button. I know, it's a very good weak point, Bowser. And ready.
And
time.
Ooh.
All right, what do we get? What do we get? I'm curious.
Let's see. 208.29.
That
Wow.
is good for, you know, restarting an entire long level. I'll take that.
Wow.
So yeah, that is the run. I hope y'all enjoyed it.